Hi, Taurus. Alright, welcome. Welcome back. So I have a nice, clean, perfectly clean deck for you. It's the first deck I ever owned, I guess. It's a hard word for me. Own. Mine. Never really been a person that likes to say that. Do you? Not yet. So this is technically, they say Pisces season, so I'm just gonna keep it real chill. I know I can't push the ocean. You know what I mean? There may be something about the color blue. That one. The world. Brace yourself with the grace of ease. I know this world ain't what it seems. So, there are always many things that that one is accomplishing, right? And so I suppose there's something here where, well, you are safe and loved and protected. You may be, it's important here, and I heard you may be thinking about the future. It's important to do so. But there's still at least in this time, blue, right? It's your throat chakra. Let's choose another card instead of, let's have more information before, not yet. The Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Wow. Okay, 3 majors, Taurus. Remember, you're not a worm, and you don't have to wheedle. When you know what you need. So, 6 of Swords on the bottom. Wow. But I feel like we need 6 cards, and then we'll jump in, if you don't mind. I don't know, maybe you want to take a big old breath. Maybe you want to feel into your body where the emotional space is collecting. Where is that in your body? Where is it wound up, Taurus? Or where are you wanting it to open? Your opposite Scorpio rules the snake, right? The snake, when it's warm, thank you. When it's warm, Queen of Wands, great card for the bottom, just good energy. When it's warm, it's a nice day. That snake's full length, right? All the way stretched out, just really, stretch, turn around things. It feels really good, right? But when it's sleeping in the dark, or when it's scared, then it coils. Did I have crap on my face? Probably. Sorry. Why didn't you tell me? So, they coil up. The opposite of you, Scorpio, when it's in the night, it coils up. When it's in the day, it opens up. Something to think about. A little crud on the 2 of Wands. It sits beneath the Justice card. So these are I guess the universe, if you will, is like, okay, time to change something, or time to make a new definition of something, right? It's serious, though, with justice. It's always serious. That's Libra. That's your opposite. Libra always wants to know what's going on, right? She's like, hey, time, you know. You had this reading a really long time ago, too. It's called Time's Up. And of course, if this is a healing space, oh, I saw someone taking off a Band-Aid. Cancer's talked about this before. I'm seeing the same scenario. You're sextile one another, right? It's like there was a wound. And it was gaping before. It was totally a gaping wound. But for some reason, I guess it got to the stage of just having a little Band-Aid on it. But now it's all healed underneath. And that Band-Aid's really gross. You know what I mean? So, what's a Band-Aid about, too? Let's talk. I just want to keep going with this, even though the cards are, it's a Pisces. So, sometimes you have to change. If you really want to take care of something, you have to, like, exchange, right? You gotta change it out. You gotta you gotta check on it, right? You gotta check in. But sometimes when you're changing, even if it's sort of like a standard, the same thing sort of to another thing, that's kind of the same thing, right? There's a similar, again, definition there. You can pull that Band-Aid really slow, right? But it's been sitting there so long, it's like glued onto your skin. So it's kind of like you got to just sort of pick slowly at the edge, and then you got to know that you got a good hold on it, and then just rip it off, right? You have to, and the thing is with that is there's always a little bit of a sting with that, right? Sting. But once you do that, then you can really see what's going on underneath it, and you may even be surprised again that it's all healed, or like it can now have the light, right? Because the Band-Aid is the dark. Again, the Band-Aid is like the moon. And I feel like there's a lot of light when it comes to Cancerian energy too, which is interesting because that's ruled by the moon and we're talking about the sun. Huh. Is there an eclipse this month? I don't think so. Give me a second to tune in. It's so big with all these majors that it's hard to figure out, right, this person's looking over this way with this kind of energy. This person's looking over here with this other kind of energy the opposite way. And then this person's laying down. Like, this is one hand, two hands. Maybe something takes great effort. Who's helping you? Wow. It was just the King and Queen of Cups. I want to turn this energy around. I feel like right, Pisces, the sea is never still. I keep seeing a lighthouse. Taurus. So when it comes to Pisces and you, it seems to be that when that's strong, in a self-asserting way, right? Both hands. Then there's always beautiful expansion for growth, and I see that there's no fear. Oh, it's so hard to read for you right now. It's like you have borders around you. You have like, what are you building right now around you? Okay. So maybe for some of you don't want to talk about something serious right now. You want to keep it light. Is that what it is? Hierophant and Temperance. You want to keep it light? Okay. You want to... Let's just... I mean, there's two ways to do that. There's practical and spiritual. Now, that trifecta is important. Right? Wow. I'm trying not to relate something to something else. I'm trying. There's a try. That's what's happening in my... Okay, we just had Temperance and Hierophant, right? Which is an angel and then a man. All dressed in red with a crown. Then we have Judgment with the Emperor, which is an angel with a man dressed in red with a crown. So there are males that have gone to another place that are supportive of where you are, Taurus. They are... I feel like there's something that you've... I don't know, like there's... How do I explain this? Oh, I just had such a huge wave of a feeling, but there were no words for it. I couldn't tell also whether... Was that like a laughter of nervousness, or was that a laughter of happiness? There's so many... This is a very interesting reading for us. I hope it's making sense. There's a lot going on here. Again, it's like there's a fortress under the sea. But that's old and crumbly. Every moment is like the first and the last, right? But people forget that when they're interacting with other people sometimes. And there are always things that we wish we could have, should have, would have done in relation to the castle in the sea. Right? So I guess in this time, say your goodbyes to yesteryear so that your new self you can be. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Let's see what's... I'm not sure whether you're supposed to be taking... there's so many layers here of, like, taking things seriously, taking things lightheartedly, when to push forward, when to kind of lean back, when to put up a wall, you know, like a boundary, when to not. Now, the thing is I guess these are all basic, so... but that's a... What did we talk about recently? Like, that's a really strong magical... combination, right? A magical equation. It's a lot of awareness there, right? It's a lot of clear communication needs to be had within the heart space too, right? I'm seeing like Leo in the 8th house, which is interesting because that's another sun moon perspective. I feel like you're either afraid to say something or there's something you either have to say, it will be... This throat is so strong right now. And you know what? It was my whole... Even my neck, before I did your reading, my neck actually was sore and it was like Taurus. Now, it's not to say there isn't a lot of... With all the cards here, I see there's a lot of joy and beauty and warmth and strong spiritual space in you. Faith, right? Good. Good. Well, I guess all of you have an opportunity to continue to do something that you're doing, or to do something that's new, that has like this same... All the other parts are still there. It's just there's something new. Right? The beginning, we started with the world, which means that you've come to a point of experience in revealing yourself enough, you know, to be able to step into a new space. Because wherever you are down in this castle in the bottom of the sea, it's like you were holding your breath down there for a while, right? You've been holding your breath down there. But I feel like you don't have quite enough to be able to come up from the water, because you can't hurry that. Right, you have to go slowly, and you stayed down there longer. And so now you have to do that magic trick to be able to find the portal out of the sea and regain your power. What is it, the albatross? Maybe that's what you have to become, is the albatross. Now, you got to remember, they're beautiful over the sea. They're great in the air, right? But they're really not steady at walking on land. So I guess as you come towards what is more solid and stable, this new thing, you have to think about and put the idea in your head that soon, right? Because you with time is important to pay attention to. Soon, and put a time on that. What is the soon? You will have to change an animal and become like a human. Do you know what I mean? And be a new human. Like a different definition. You have a different energy because I just saw when kids, when there's like adults sitting on a blanket on the sand and by the water, and the kids are playing, and you know, the sun's gone behind the clouds. The kids are still playing because they don't care. But the thing is the kids are all wrinkly. You know what I mean? They needed to get out of the water. So, where is it that you can reinforce more of the choices in your life with your own voice? And also that quiet conversation inside of yourself as you move to this next phase, because you have help on that journey, whatever it is, your support. This is definitely someone who is taking charge, and it's a hard job. Well, it's a lot, you know. There's a lot of love in it, there's a lot of responsibility, and there's a lot of forethought in it. Right, instead of hindsight, it's forethought. Just a minute. Let's see where you'll be going. Six of Swords. Are some of you moving? This could also be asking for help at work. Or being of great service also. But it's important to know the roles within that, right? Everyone has certain duties and roles. No one... Where are you going? Oh, to a place of peace. Good. It's like a canal. There's a boat, too, when you find that portal. Because the albatross and the sailors work together, right? If you can't see that bird, you're way too far out, right? You're into the abyss. And so, I guess because no one sailor would go that deep into the abyss by themselves, right? Even lighthouse keepers run in twos. That means that there are many people who are supportive and there. And you could still, I guess you still have to become the albatross, go to the boat, and then become one of the crew and work it out. But I still see that the purpose is for the boat to come to shore. And I keep seeing people's feet, like, on the ground. And they don't have any shoes on, it's bare feet. So it's really grounded. You know, it's like you can feel this, you can feel it in between your toes. And I heard it feels worth it. Gotta be fearless to be a sailor. Fearless. Do you have any sailors in your family? Or people that are in the Navy or Merchant Marine or no, yeah, that's what it's called, right? Ten of Pentacles. Oh, I see work is good. Ooh, star. Awesome, yes. I see there's different ages of people all around. I keep seeing a group. Pay attention. How do I explain what I'm seeing, right? It's not always so literal. Pay attention to the edges. And remember again that now is supported by other human beings. It is supported by, I guess, those that have passed. Your ancestors. Through spirit, right? What was it? Justice, wheel, and the world. That was the beginning. Those cards felt all positive to me. So this is karma that's coming to a point. There's something that's been achieved here, right? Soulfully. Through your actions, through your experiences. And then this puts the gear in motion. Which I guess then gives you that portal. Who... I think Capricorn asked this a long time ago. If you had a boat, who would you put on that boat that you trust? If you had to be a sailor out in the sea. Taurus. Eight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Judgment. Yeah. It's a lot. That's hard work. Justice and the Four of Wands. Wow. What are you married to right now? Right, that Libra card, like the Justice card. What do you marry? Ooh, yeah, Sun and, because marriage is a connection, right? It's an understanding. It is a commitment. It is, who's on the boat? Didn't this happen last time? I see really beautiful success here. In your own efforts, in your choices, I almost see for some of you like a wish being fulfilled. If you know, something you've been wanting, but also it's not just wanting, and it's not, it's putting forth action to get there, right? You make an executive decision. There's an executive decision that's made here, and people are taking up like the right roles. That's good. If it doesn't happen now, it's definitely in the next 6, 7, 8 months, something like that. Huh. You have to believe in yourself, Taurus, worthy of admittance, right? Yeah. Because I guess everything that you are is what you attract, right? Hawk said something wise recently. It's like you improve yourself, your life improves, you know? Then there's more respect and there's more togetherness. It's more fair. King of Swords on the bottom, I'd say that's that. Thank you, Taurus. What a trippy reading. I like when you get weird and you're not afraid to be weird. You're not doing weird to prove anything or like different to prove anything. It's just, I just admire it because it's a little bit of, it's more Aries in there of gusto of creation, right? Believing in what you can create, believing in the powers and the talents that you've been granted, and then using them accordingly, right? You like, love you. Talk to you later. Peace.